Previously, we asked one question. What if Diego Maradona had never failed the drug test at the 1994 World Cup? The answer changed history. Maradona inspired Argentina to another World Cup title, producing one of the greatest individual tournaments football has ever seen. Now we move 4 years forward. France 1998. Another World Cup, another legend, another what if. What if Ronaldo Nazário had never suffered the mysterious seizure before the World Cup final? Ronaldo was 21 years old, the best player on the planet, and his name was on the team sheet. Then suddenly it wasn't, then suddenly it was again. Nobody has ever fully explained what happened in that hotel room, but the result spoke for itself. Brazil lost 3-0, and Ronaldo looked like a man who wasn't really there. But here's what nobody talks about. We know about the seizure, we know about the mystery, we know Brazil lost 3-0. What we don't know is this: what a fully fit, peak and locked-in Ronaldo could actually do to France in the final. We're about to find out. Because in this timeline, the seizure never happens, and history has a new ending. By 1998, Ronaldo Nazário was not simply a footballer. He was a force of nature that football had never seen before and hasn't seen since. Defenders didn't just fail to stop him, they failed to reach him. By the time a tackle arrived, he was already somewhere else. His pace was unfair. His balance was inhuman. His finishing was surgical. He had conquered Barcelona. He had conquered Inter Milan. He had conquered every defender Spain and Italy had thrown at him. And now Brazil, the 4-time world champions at the time, a nation that treats football like a religion, had handed him the keys at 20 years of age. France 1998 was supposed to be Ronaldo's coronation. Instead, it became one of football's most haunting mysteries. Hours before the final against France, Ronaldo suffered a seizure at the team hotel. Roberto Carlos found him. His name was pulled from the starting lineup, then added back minutes later, under circumstances nobody has ever fully explained. Brazil lost 3-0. Ronaldo looked like a ghost of himself. We will never know what would have happened had he been healthy. Until now, the question is simple. What if the seizure never happened? What if Ronaldo walks into France 1998 exactly as he walked into every other match that year, sharp, explosive, and absolutely terrifying? The answer begins against Scotland. In the real 1998 World Cup, Brazil won 2-1, a comfortable victory, but nothing special. In this timeline, Ronaldo is fully fit, fully focused, and carrying the full weight of a nation's expectations. Scotland kick off. They do not have the ball for long. Brazil move the ball with the kind of patience that comes from complete confidence, and Scotland chase shadows. Then in the 15th minute, Bebeto receives possession between the lines, spots Ronaldo's run, and clips the pass perfectly into his path. One touch to control, one spin to leave his defender standing, one acceleration into the box, one finish, 1-0 Brazil. The Scottish goalkeeper never stood a chance. The replay shows Ronaldo's incredible balance. His marker simply disappears behind him, and Brazil have liftoff. In the 42nd minute, Dunga clips the ball toward Ronaldo again. He takes it first time powerful, low, perfect, and the goalkeeper tips it wide with his fingertips. Then, right before halftime, Ronaldo collects on the edge of the area, skips past one challenge, draws a second and goes down. Every Brazilian player screams for a penalty. The referee says no, and then the referee blows for halftime. Brazil leads 1-0. The second half begins exactly like the first. Brazil dominate possession. Scotland chase shadows. In the 69th minute, Rivaldo carries the ball down the left side before releasing Denilson. The young winger immediately begins entertaining the crowd. Step over. Another step over. He beats one defender, cuts inside brilliantly. Instead of shooting, he squares the ball. Waiting inside the 6-yard box is Ronaldo. He positions himself perfectly before making it 2-0 Brazil. 2 goals for Ronaldo, a brilliant assist from Denilson. The tournament's biggest star has officially arrived. 10 minutes later, Rivaldo finds Denilson on the left wing, produces another dazzling run. Then he does his famous step-overs before cutting in and taking a shot which is saved by the goalkeeper. Scotland almost pull one back in stoppage time when a loose ball crashes against the crossbar. Moments later, the referee ends the match. Brazil win comfortably. Ronaldo begins the tournament with 2 goals, the perfect start. Next up, Morocco. Morocco begin brightly. They are organised, compact, and difficult to play through. They are also completely unprepared for Roberto Carlos. In the 10th minute, Roberto Carlos bursts down the left flank as Roberto Carlos does and earns a corner. He delivers it himself. Ronaldo rises highest. Header, goal. 1-0 Brazil. 3 goals in 2 matches for the phenomenon. The goalkeeper hesitates. By the time he reacts, the ball is already in the net. Ronaldo now has 3 goals in 2 matches. Brazil continue attacking. In the 22nd minute, Roberto Carlos sends Ronaldo through on goal. A couple of quick step-overs create space. His shot whistles narrowly wide. Ronaldo cannot believe he missed. Minutes later, Rivaldo drifts inside and fires inches past the post. Brazil are creating chance after chance. Morocco struggle to leave their own half. Half-time arrives with Brazil leading 1-0. The scoreline flatters Morocco. The second half begins. Brazil continue moving the ball beautifully. In the 64th minute, Sampaio plays a through ball to Ronaldo, who then plays a 1-2 with Zé Roberto, and his shot just goes narrowly wide. Then Rivaldo decides he's had enough in the 70th minute. Cafu and Zé Roberto combine on the right wing, and then the ball gets to Rivaldo, who combines with Ronaldo. Ronaldo receives it just outside the box and doesn't shoot. Instead, he threads a perfect through ball into Rivaldo's path. Rivaldo flicks it past the defender before smashing a half volley into the near post to make it 2-0. A sensational goal from a sensational pass. The partnership is beginning to look genuinely terrifying. Morocco push late. Brazil absorb it calmly, and Rivaldo adds a third from the right wing, cutting inside and finishing powerfully. 3-0 Brazil. Brazil cruise to another victory. Ronaldo finishes with 1 goal and 1 assist. Rivaldo scores twice. Group stage complete. Brazil rotate against Norway in their final match. Norway beats Brazil and qualify alongside them. The Seleção top the group and the real tournament begins. Now, in the real 1998 World Cup, Brazil faced Chile in the round of 16. But in this alternate timeline, Cameroon have pulled off a shock of their own and qualified in their place. Waiting in Brazil's path, Patrick Mboma and a 17-year-old named Samuel Eto'o. Everything Brazil must take seriously, and for a while, they don't. Cameroon kick off. Cameroon defend with incredible organisation. Wave after wave of Brazilian attacks is repelled. The Cameroonian goalkeeper is single-handedly keeping his country alive. Wave after wave of attacks. Ronaldo forces a brilliant save. Minutes later, Rivaldo forces another save from the goalkeeper. Then in the 36th minute, Captain Dunga finds Bebeto, who then lays it into Ronaldo's path. One touch followed by a powerful finish to make it 1-0 Brazil. This is not football. This is Ronaldo holding court, and the whole world has been summoned to witness. 8 minutes into the second half, Bebeto finds Ronaldo again. This time, he hits it first time with his left foot. 2-0. 5 goals in the tournament. The phenomenon is alive. But Cameroon aren't done. Patrick Mboma pulls one back from a corner, and suddenly the stadium is alive again. 3 minutes later, Brazil respond. Rivaldo releases Leonardo through on goal, and he finishes brilliantly. 3-1, and then Ronaldo leads one more counter-attack, slips Rivaldo through the middle, and the tie is over. 4-1 Brazil. The quarter-finals beckon. Ronaldo has 5 goals, 2 assists, while Rivaldo has 3 goals, 3 assists. The partnership is no longer becoming dangerous. It already is. Here is the part nobody expected. In the real 1998 World Cup, a fully fit Ronaldo was the overwhelming favourite to win the Golden Ball. He was the best player on earth, at his peak, playing for the greatest football nation in history. Then one night in a hotel room, something happened that nobody has ever fully explained. and an entire generation of football fans was left to wonder what the greatest player of his generation actually looks like when he plays. Now we know. 5 goals, 2 assists. Brazil into the quarterfinals. The seizure never happened, and history has completely changed. And that's the thing about peak Ronaldo. Football has never produced anything quite like him, and we were robbed of the chance to see it where it mattered most. One medical event, one mysterious night in a hotel room, and one of the greatest what-ifs in sporting history was born. This is what could have been. Nigeria are next. JJ Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, one of Africa's greatest generations standing between Brazil and the semi-finals. Drop a comment. Can anyone stop Ronaldo at this point? And if you want to see what happens when Brazil face Nigeria in part 2, that video drops next.